Good afternoon, Year One. Today's story is called The Toucan Brothers by Tor Freeman. What do you think that they do for a job? They are plumbers, which means they will come and fix things in your house. Anything to do with water, really. So any pipes or taps or toilets or drains, they can come and fix it. When your loo's got the blues and the showers run dry, when the sink's on the blink and the soap's in your eye, ow! When you're wearing the cushions to cover your ears to drown out the tap that's been dripping for years. Drip, drip, drip. In Tapton, everyone knows who to call. The fast plumbing toucans, Sammy and Paul, the Toucan Brothers. For a splish or a splash, they'll be there in a dash. For a drip or a drop, they will come on the dash. Sammy and Paul have the plungers and spanners. They have the know-how and impeccable manners. Look at that, that's their office. And then this is their warehouse with all their tools in it. So many different types of tools. For a job you can't do, just call those who can. The twosome that can do, the brothers Toucan. Who finds giraffe, that one extra meter? And who installs Anteater's new heater? And who will tell Mole that his tap wasn't on? And who will discover where Pig's boot has gone? How did it get up there in the drain? When the job's done and they're certain it's fixed, and it's certain they're certain they fixed it, who will have tea with a chocolate biscuit? The answer is easy, it's Sammy and Paul, for no job is too big and no pipe is too small. One afternoon at the Brothers HQ, the emergency phone rang, the red, not the blue. On the line was the mayor, quite in a pickle, the spout from his fountain reduced to a trickle. Is that an emergency? Is it really going to hurt anybody if the fountain's not working at the moment? The birds arrived quickly with ladder and tools and a well-thumbed edition of good plumbing rules. But as they were working, they spied a van driving with letters announcing, "New plumber arriving." Uh-oh. How do you think they feel about that? There's somebody else coming to do their job. The van pulled to a stop and a crowd gathered round, and out jumped a hat-wearing, tool-toting hound. Hound is another word for a dog. He had gadgets that whirred and things that went beep, and he guaranteed all of his prices were cheap. "I'm top of the pipes and plumbing's my game. Call me whenever. Flash Rover's the name." Do you think he looks like a good guy? There's Sammy and Paul, they're not too sure. Paul felt downhearted, but Sam said, "Don't fear. We've been honing our plumbing craft year after year. We're honest and good and we do what we say. This dog may be cheaper, but better? No way." But soon, the birds' work had completely dried up. All of their customers pinched by that pup. Come a spurt or a spout, and that dog was about. And when something burst, he was always there first. Oh, they stood on the street and they can see him fixing alligator's leak. Seems folk are just smitten by anything new. The birds were left jobless with nothing to do. But what Paul didn't know, and what Sam didn't guess, was that this cheeky mutt was just making a mess. Look at that, it's using chewing gum. He'd seal up a crack using any old thing. He'd tie boilers together with big balls of string. Whoa. He's tied the tap. He's just stuck everything together and botched it. He patched and he botched. He slapdashed and bungled. He shortcutted, covered and muddled and fumbled. No wonder his work was much cheaper and faster. It was easy to see this would end in disaster. And sure enough, Croc's pipe sprang a leak. The pipe that the dog had only fixed last week. Uh-oh, not a very good job. And 1 moment later, Pig's shower had burst, but not before Lizard's new boiler broke first. Bang! And out of Frog's window, 2 taps quickly flew. And let's draw a veil over poor Rabbit's loo. Censored, too embarrassing for a rabbit. I wonder what it's hiding. All over Tapton, it seemed one by one that Flash Rover's jobs were coming undone. Uh-oh. Water spouting out everywhere. Help! Cried the mayor. This dog is a fraud. As a plumber, his work seems disastrously flawed. His bite was apparently worse than his bark. We must get some help or start building an ark. Tapton is drowning, we're right in a jam, and no one can save us but Paulie and Sam. Well, the 2 birds were touched by the pleas of the town, and this was their home, they would not let it drown. And really, said Sammy, that dog is a menace, for everyone knows this is Tapton, not Venice. They've got snorkels on, goggles and snorkels and flippers, that's how much it's underwater. So they plugged up the leaks and they unclogged the drains. They cleaned out the pipes, kitchen, bathroom and mains. They plumbed with a plumb, not a second too late, and rescued the town from a watery fate. High five! They said to Flash Rover, you need a new plan. You can't do the job that the 2 of us can. And now that we've cleaned up your mess, you'll agree that Tapton just ain't big enough for us 3. Look at all the mess. Everyone's angry with him, except for Crocodile, who just stood eating an ice cream. So when the loo's got the blues and the showers run dry, when the sink's on the blink and the soap's in your eye, when the plumbing is driving you round the U-bend, who are the twosome on who to depend? Hooray! In Tapton, everyone knows who to call. The toucans that can do, Sammy and Paul. Clink. Cheers. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.